The One Direction fandom can be a dark and scary place for LGBTQIA fans.
Rainbow Direction is our answer to that.
We encourage fans of all sexualities and genders and supporters to bring rainbows and brighten up concerts all over the world.
Like bringing a country flag shows the diversity of our nationalities, we wanted to make our colors shine
and make every LGBTQ person in the stadium feel at home, part of a community that welcomes them.
Rainbow Direction is about acceptance, equality, empowerment.
About making each other strong.
And finding a way through the dark.
Here's how we did that during the Where We Are tour, together.
I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true.
So Rainbow Direction for me is a lot of things. It's excitement when you're starting to craft your shirts or your headbands or your banners, your posters, whatever you want to bring with you to the show. As soon as it's getting closer to the show, you start to get nervous a bit. For me especially, it was a bit of fear and also anxiety about what's going to happen, about what people are going to say. But the moment that you're getting onto your seat and the band is coming out and you're hearing the music and you have your fingers curled around your flag, or you know that there's a big fat rainbow on your t-shirt, that's the moment that you realize that it's okay what you do. Then you feel so empowered and so strong in the moment that you're realizing that, yeah, you're standing there, you're doing this, and it feels good. And the best thing, the very best thing is looking into the crowd, finding another rainbow, and suddenly you feel you belong. You feel like the biggest person in the world in that moment, and that's what, for me, Rainbow Direction is about.
I became a Rainbow Direction participant because I can't stand all the meanness. I can't stand all the hatred that's going around, and particularly the homophobic kind around the fandom. I just started coming out as pansexual myself. I kind of figured it out after joining the fandom, so that's been a process. I was kind of nervous about doing it at first, but I decided I was gonna really commit and do it. I made and passed out 6 dozen bead strands and over about 200 business cards with the Rainbow Direction information on it. I was standing in line for a beer and untangling my beads just while I was waiting, and a girl and her mom came up to me and were like, "How much are you selling those for?" And I'm like, "I'm giving them away. I'm so happy to give you some." And they were all excited, and I got to talk to her mom for a little bit. Rainbow Direction is about supporting the fans, and that's why I was there with that. In Detroit, Harry saw my "You Make Me Strong" rainbow sign and stopped singing, and he stared to read it. He cocked his little head and he smiled and he gave me a thumbs up. I felt like what I did was important, and I think if you guys join, you will too.
And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let us show your true colors. Your true colors are beautiful like a rainbow.
I will never forget my One Direction concert for as long as I live. It was August 27th, 2014 in St. Louis, Missouri. Growing up as a queer kid in the Midwest, there weren't very many gay public figures I could look up to. Earlier this year, Mizzou's Michael Sam became the first openly gay football player to be drafted into the NFL, and it was huge. I was so proud of my college and my state. That night at the concert, Harry Styles came out on stage wearing a St. Louis Rams jersey, and it belonged to Michael Sam. I was ecstatic. It meant so much to me that Harry was on that stage in front of tens of thousands of people, openly supporting a gay man. I felt safe, included, something that I wasn't expecting. I wish I could personally thank him for all the times he's made sure to include his LGBTQ fans. I know I'm older than a lot of the fan base, but I remember what it was like to be a teenager, wishing that I had representation in the media. Harry Styles more than made up for that alienation just by wearing a jersey. I will never forget that, and I will never be able to thank him enough.
So we went to 2 shows as part of Rainbow Direction. We went to St. Louis.
And we went to Chicago. We made a rainbow sign that said, "Thank you for bringing us so much joy." So we were excited going into it. And then when we got there, I was a little bit more nervous than I had expected.
I was too, actually, walking in. I felt pretty conspicuous.
As the concert went on, we got more and more nervous sort of about holding up our sign.
We just kind of felt like, after we'd held it up a few times, we knew that they'd seen it, and then we kind of felt like, do we get to hold it up more?
Yeah.
A little bit. And then when Harry came out in the Michael Sam jersey, it was the most incredible thing. I felt like so
validated.
We both felt really validated. We immediately ripped our sign because we were so excited to hold it up again.
I mean,
and for the rest of the concert, it was above our heads.
Yeah, it just was so great going in Chicago, knowing we had another concert to go to with a bigger group of people.
We went with 8 people to the Chicago concert, which was really great. Going in a bigger group made a big difference.
It was so
everyone
fun.
Around us in our section was really interested, I think, in us.
Yeah,
and,
we got a lot of positive reactions.
Lots of positive reactions. And we're really excited.
We're
really excited about next year. We're going to, for sure, Milwaukee next year.
I've been a One Direction fan since around the beginning of this year. I knew about Rainbow Direction because I ran across it on Tumblr, and I think it's amazing that someone is organizing a concentrated effort to bring visibility to fans of all sexual and gender identifications. So I decided to go to the concert movie. I was nervous about going alone and about looking strange in general, since the outfit I chose was very bright, and not many people regularly wear rainbows like that. But I pushed through it because it was important to me. I even got a compliment on my rainbow poncho looking nice. I was shocked when I decided to represent Rainbow Direction, and then realized that I've never actually done something like that before. So I'm really glad that Rainbow Direction gave me the opportunity to start being more active and show what I care about.
And thank you to Rainbow Direction for making fans across the world feel included and safe, because we deserve to be. You guys really do make me strong.
acceptance. Here's to never fearing the fear of rejection. Here's to love and never neglecting who it is you feel you are. Here's to bullies because beatings cannot last forever. Here's to the moment that you realize things do get better. Here's to the parents who will get it when it's too late. Here's to second chances. Here's to new fate. Here's to every single moment you've ever had to hide you. Here's to the single star shining bright inside you, asking you to guide you. Here's to who you'll be when you've figured it all out. Here's to momentary doubt. Here's to feeling, because we all feel it the same. Here is to the moment that things will change.